Hi folks, I'm Ian Baker, the product specialist here at American RV in gorgeous Grand Rapids, Michigan. Today I'm here to tell you all about the 2016 Cirrus 800 truck camper. It's built for a 3/4 ton truck, and this particular model has the red accent on the outside. So I like what Cirrus has done. It's a really fresh take. We'll see that especially when we go inside, but even on the outside they've done a couple things, give it some really cool lines and curvatures. But let's go ahead and hit some of the features. So right up top, you'll notice the LED light strip right above the door, so that way, you know, if it's at night, you can go ahead and flip that on, see what you're doing, make sure you're not going to fall out of the back of your truck camper. Cool little porthole there to see. I'll show you that a little bit better when we go inside. Ladder right here, which of course is foldable, so you can drop that down. That way it makes it nice and easy to climb up onto the roof of your truck camper here. Diamond plating steps. I love this idea too. I think it gives it a really cool look. Also, you know, it's not going to rust out on you, so I just love they did the diamond plating. On the other side right over here, there is electrical outlet, so if you do need to plug anything in, whether it's electric griddle or something like that, you can go ahead and do that. I'll show you that side a little bit in a little bit greater detail in a moment. But first, let's go ahead and come on right over here. You have Atwood power jacks on all four corners. Some great storage. We can open this up, take a look right there. Excellent outside storage there. Open this one up for you. Again, you have storage here. This is the floor that's in it. It's actually really neat. You know, they use it actually in a lot of aquatic applications, so it's nice and easy to clean up too if it does get wet. Then right down here is the terminations, of course, and then you can see your valves right there. Moving up a little bit further, this is the spray port, so you can open this up, just pull this guy out right here, nice and easy to get to. When you're done, just go ahead and shut that like so. Here's the windows. The window system on the Cirrus is really neat. So these basically open up, they tilt open, you can lock them in place. There's a screen inside you can lift up, that way you get a great cross breeze in there. Really neat, you can really open these up, and there's a ton of light in here during the day. But again, we'll get a little bit more to that when we go inside. This is your 30 amp detachable power cord right there. Water connections here. Open this guy up, there is your battery compartment with the battery disconnect there. And then right here is the 20-pound propane tank. Cable hookup too if you want cable. Just open that guy up and there you are. So we take a look at the front of the Cirrus. Again, something they've done that's really neat that you don't see in the truck camper industry. Right up front here they put a window. This window not just lets in a ton of natural light, but it actually opens for an amazing cross breeze. You can get some serious ventilation in there. So I love that they did that. Very cool look they have here as well. Your rubber bumpers right down at the bottom there too. And if you take a look at this side here, you know, they kind of have this side as the area you're going to hang out, set up camp. You can see you have the awning right up top. That comes out. You have your outside speakers, LED lights there as well. And as I mentioned, right down at the bottom is your electric connection. So if you do need to hook anything up, you can certainly do that as well. Welcome to the inside of the 2016 Cirrus 800. This particular model is in the Mink interior. I love what Cirrus has done on a truck camper. It's an all-new take. They have a lot of European influence. It's a lot more modern than you see in a lot of the truck campers. You can take a look throughout, see the nice, you know, clean, rounded lines they put in here. You know, I just love what they've done. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start right over here. We'll make our way around so you can see all the cool features. One of them is this right here, which is our dinette. Very neat, has plenty of space for everyone to sit around here. And I love what they did with the table. It has a pneumatic leg. It's extremely easy to operate. You just lift this lever up and turn it, and then you can go ahead and lower it right down. That's all it takes. So that way, you know, if you do need a small sleeping space, if you have a child that's traveling with you, or even if you have a really small child, you can drop that down, put a pack and play up there. Just an excellent addition to this dinette. Then right above that, you have this huge window letting in a ton of natural light. And I like the windows on here too. They kind of have a dual system. So right here is going to be your blocking shade, you know, your night shade that blocks out all the light. Then right here, you have a combination of a day shade and a screen. So the windows themselves actually tilt open, so you can have the screen right there. You know, it does a great job, or just like so, you can open it all the way up. And then again, this right here just clasps, and then this lifts right up. So super cool, easy to use. And if you take a look right up top, this is excellent storage. So right there you have storage going all the way across, self-supported hinges there. The other neat thing, this is also a bunk. If you notice right up here, you have a couple pins. Pull those pins down. This will actually come down and roll out, and you have a bunk right here. The thing I like about that is it doesn't really feel like a coffin because the bunk actually sits right on these rails. So the bunk's a lot lower. You get a lot more room from the bunk to the ceiling than you do in most truck campers. Great lighting throughout. You have LED lights with some really cool effects. This one right here is one of my personal favorites. So this one is adjustable. You can push and hold it for some ambient light, you know, some mood lighting. And then the longer you hold it, the brighter it gets. So I think that's a really cool addition too, especially being right over the dinette. Let's take a look up front here. There's a lot of stuff to talk about up front. You'll see some additional storage there. So you have great storage up top there. And then the other cool thing, you know, you have windows on both sides for great airflow coming through. You have reading lights there. Those, just like the light I showed you above, can also have blue light, you know, if you want that backlighting. But you have great reading lights, charging centers on both sides with USB ports. You have a shelf up at the top of the headboard, a window right there, and that's going to be the same system. That can actually open up to allow for a breeze too. So if you know it's not going to be a rainy night, you know, you can have the screen there, open the window up, and get an amazing breeze coming through. However, on colder nights, they've done something very cool. What it is right underneath this bed, they have what they call the Froley leaf spring system. And these are really neat. One, it gives you some added comfort while sleeping. The other cool thing it does is it keeps the mattress up off the ground. Now the heat system they use in here is the Aldi heat system, which is kind of like a hydronic heat. So if you're not familiar with that, you know, basically it heats a liquid and then has fans that blow that heat across. And so by allowing it to do that, you can get heat underneath this bed as well as all along the sides. And so you essentially have heated floors. The bed right here will be heated as well. So in essence, you have a heated bed, which is amazing on a cold night. So very cool system. I love that they went ahead and did that. Then right over here on the other side, this is the entertainment center. Go ahead and swing this out for you. So you know, Jensen Electronics, they didn't skimp out. Top name brand for RVs right there. Have the TV here, this nice big multimedia center with a DVD player there as well. So if you want to watch a movie, you know, you can go ahead and watch it in bed. You can swing it out like it is right now if you're in the dinette and watch it there. Just gives you a lot of versatility and options. And then also there's additional storage right here above the TV, as you can see. As we step down a little bit, we'll move into our kitchen. This is a Norcold fridge freezer combo here. Go ahead and show you that. It has this little gate that opens up if you have taller items you want to stick in there, like a 2 liter of soda. This of course drops down for your freezer area right there. And I personally like Norcold because you know, it is built right here in the US. Your controls are right on the exterior right here, so you can set the temp, your thermostat, very simple and easy to use. All right, why don't we go ahead and check out the rest of the kitchen in the bathroom. So let's take a look at the rest of our kitchen here. Right up top is the microwave, pretty self-explanatory. Next to that is extra storage. I like what they've done. When you push these in, it locks. That way you're not going to have stuff flying out at you. When you're ready to open it, just go ahead and push that in like so, and you can lift it right up. And then this right here is pretty neat too. They use this coil, which essentially locks this up so it doesn't shut on you. Then when you're ready, you can just push it like that, and it folds right up. So I think that's a pretty neat system too. But again, great storage right there. And then as you make your way down here, I love what they did. You know, they added great lighting. You have LED light right here, and also this whole entire backsplash is backlit. So you can go ahead and turn that off if you want, but I think it gives a really neat effect, especially at night, you know, as you have guests coming in. It's just a really neat look. Window there as well, of course, lets in a lot of natural light while cooking during the day. And you know, again, they kind of went European, very sleek. Even though it's a fairly small countertop, you know, by truck camper standards, it's not bad, especially because you have covers on both your sink and cooktop, giving you great prep space. So we'll go ahead and open this guy up. You can see the sink right there, your faucet. Just go ahead and lift that up, put it back down when done. And right over here is the Dometic 2-burner cooktop. Underneath you have great storage as well. We open that up, you can see right there, shelf built in. And then take a look at this awesome storage here. You have these, which is a great spot for remotes or, you know, really whatever else you want to put in there, I suppose. And then again, extra storage right here underneath the sink, a little bit larger storage bin right there. Then rounding out the kitchen, right over here is extra storage area. So this is multi-purpose. If you notice, it does have this right here, so you can drop this down and hang clothes across here. You know, that's kind of the intended purpose, but if you want to use this for pantry space, you know, if you're bringing a ton of food, you can certainly put something in there as well. There is a ton of space. Then right across the way, this is the bathroom. So if you take a look at the bathroom, I feel like it has a lot of things they've taken from like an airline, but you know, you can see right down there is the toilet. You have the sink. This actually folds up, which is kind of cool, so stows away like that, folds right down when you're done, you know, but I like that it folds up and out of the way if you need the space. Big mirror right there. Over to this side here is your hand wand and shower, so you know, makes it nice and easy to wash up as well. And of course you have a vent up top, as well as this guy right here. You can drop this down, so again, if you need to hang clothes in there, you can do that, and some extra racks on the side. Last but not least, let's talk about the door right here. This is pretty neat too. You know, this is something that I don't know why, it's just kind of encaptured me. It's so silly, but I love it. Is this right here, the little porthole to see. If someone walks up, you just take this little guy, turn out, gives you a great view. When you're done, you can just close it back up. You know, I'm sure it cost them all of about $3, but I just love this thing. It's just really cool. Now, if you want a nice cross breeze, again, as I said, you know, you can open up a ton of windows in here. You can open the door up and built right into the door itself. Check that out. Right there's a screen. So you just bring that across and you get excellent airflow coming through the truck camper. All right, folks, that's pretty much going to wrap it up. Again, this is the 2016 Cirrus 800. It's a phenomenal truck camper. You know, they've done, like I said, a great take on a truck camper, made it a lot more modern, the European influence. You know, it's just a very different style, and I'm telling you, it's absolutely phenomenal. You have to get in here. You have to see it. If you do have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave those in the section below, or you can always give myself, Ian Baker, a call here at American RV, and I'll be happy to answer that way as well. If you have particular questions on the specs of the unit, such as weight, or if you're looking for price and availability, I recommend you visit our website, which is AmericanRV.com, for the most up-to-date information. Thanks again for watching. I'm Ian Baker, and I can't wait to see you on the road to freedom.